Over the weekend, the theater program had their final show. BNN sat down with some of the performers to discuss their experience.
I'm Austin Clark, and I'm a 10th grader.
My name's Ishan Mehta, and I'm in 12th grade.
It was basically about this group of bootleggers, or people who basically want to break the law. They want to drink alcohol, they want to have fun, and they were storing alcohol in this rich playboy's mansion on the beach. And unbeknownst to him, he had a wedding reception the same day that they were doing all of this. And basically it all comes together in the end of this conclusion where the couple getting married and the bootleggers kind of meet, and yeah, that's kind of what happens in the end.
The musical was about a group of bootleggers who are using a wealthy playboy's mansion to store some liquor. Unbeknownst to them, that playboy is having his wedding reception at the mansion at the same time. So it's basically a farce about bootleggers trying to avoid this whole wedding party, and then it all comes together in the end in an epic conclusion.
My role was Jimmy Winter. I was the wealthy playboy.
I was a senator. I played the father-in-law of the playboy's new wife, and part of my thing was I'm for prohibition, so I was also kind of against the bootleggers as well.
Well, we had a lot of rehearsals throughout the past 2 months, I think, and it was. I mean, I had a ton of fun during the rehearsals, but also I went home and I practiced my lines, practiced my songs and dancing and all that stuff.
We rehearsed this over the course of about 2.5 months. We had several types of rehearsals, blocking rehearsals, in which we kind of set the flow of how scenes are supposed to go, where we're supposed to be for those scenes, and how we move around in those scenes. Music rehearsals where we learn the music, and then dance rehearsals where we learned the choreography to all the musical numbers that we did.
I think the hardest part was just the length of the rehearsals sometimes, because they went to 9 o'clock at night sometimes. I mean, they could last 2, 3, 4 hours, but I mean, I really enjoyed it though, but yeah, it was a lot of work.
I'd say probably just the actual length of some of those rehearsals. Sometimes it was really tedious after a full day of school to jump into a dance rehearsal, and that goes to either 6:30 or 9 o'clock, or however long it may be, and just having those almost every day, especially in the final stretch, that kind of got to us. But in the end, it turned out to be a great product, so it wasn't worth it or anything.
I thought it went great. I mean, I'm so happy with the finished product. I mean, it was so much fun. Now that I'm looking back at all the pictures and all the videos, I think it really shined.
It went really well. Opening night was really good audience. We had a lot of fun up on stage. And just throughout the entire weekend, we had just so much fun up on stage, just kind of getting to put this together, doing it with our friends. And yeah, we thought that the quality of the shows, they looked really good on stage, and we thought that we put our best into it, so we're happy with it.
My favorite part is just being up on stage, all your friends, and I mean, that everybody's putting so much work, and seeing it really come to life on stage is really cool.
I really have to say that I'm glad that I got to do, this is my final show since I'm a senior, and so I'm really glad that I got to do it with this cast. This cast was really fun to work with, and they always put their everything into this show, and it was just really fun experience, and especially rehearsals, they were so fun. Wouldn't want to do it with anybody else, yeah.
This is Emily and Michaela reporting for BNN.